welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a one brand tutorial. I'm going to be using Urban Decay for my entire face, so I hope you guys really like it. The reason that I'm creating this video is because I am excited to announce that I am going to be teaching makeup masterclasses at the Girls' Day Out show in Glasgow. So the shows are on the 2nd, 3rd and 4th of December, so it's pretty soon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link Girls' Day Out website down below where you can book your tickets. There's going to be freebies, there's going to be makeup, and then I'm doing a meet and greet at the end of it as well, so I can't wait to meet you guys. I'm really excited to bring you this makeup look. It is a bit of a throwback to the grungier self that I used to be. And yeah, I'm so excited to say that Urban Decay are going to be sponsoring my theatre. You heard me right, I've got a theatre. So they are kind of looking after us, and I'm going to be using Urban Decay products to create the look. So this is my one brand tutorial. I hope you like it. Without further ado, let's get into this full face tutorial. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my eyebrows. No, liar, I'm going to do my eyes. First product I'm going to use is the Urban Decay Eden Primer. This is so famous. I would say it's one of the most famous eye primers out there. When I first started doing makeup, everybody used it, and I have used it. I used to use it on clients a lot, but I've not used it in ages, so I'm excited to see what I think. So I'm just using my finger to blend that in, and I'm just bringing that right up to my brow and then to the side. I'm not going to put it underneath my eye because I'm going to do something different there. It really does give you a nice blank canvas. Palette I'm going to use is my Ultimate Basics palette. I have done a video on this palette before, but I used these colours. So today I'm going to use these colours. I'm going to start off and I'm going to pack this colour on all over the lid. This one's called Nudie. And then we're going to go in with Commando and Tempted just to start building up that crease. I'm just using a fluffy brush all over just to pack that colour on. Make sure it's nice and matte. You know the drill, you know the scripto. So after that's on and everything's mattified, I'm going to go in with the shade Commando and Tempted that I showed you before, and I'm going to start building up that crease colour. So this is actually quite cool toned for me. You know me guys, just changing it up every day now. So I'm just building that up in the crease bit by bit. Because the lid is nice and mattified, everything's just going on super easy. Everything's blending really well as well. And I'm just still building up those colours, Commando and Tempted, in the crease. I'm really loving how the shadows are applying this base. I've not used it in so long, but it is really great. They're coming across really pigmented. Considering they look so kind of pale in the palette, it's coming across really, really well. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Instinct, which is just here. It's the second darkest kind of purpley colour. And then we're going to just go in with a little bit of this to start darkening it up in the crease. So going in with Instinct first. This is a wee bit more lilac-y, so that's when the kind of purple tones should start showing through. It's not like a super bright purple, it's more like a kind of mauvey lilac. I'm going to go in with the tapered blending brush from Urban Decay. This is part of their new brush range. And I'm going to go in with the shade Lethal, which is the darkest purple. And I'm going to start sketching out the crease. Just using my fluffy brush just to blend that darker colour. Keeping it nice and high in the inner corner. Again, that's personal preference, you don't need to do that. Now I'm going to go in with a mix of the two darkest shades on my fluffy brush and just use that to build up some depth. I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline pencil in the shade Rail. Pretty much a really, really dark brown. I'm going to go straight in the waterline and then I'm going to drag that underneath my eye as well. This was my favourite trick to do on clients, to get a smoky eye that lasts all night. So now I'm going to go in with my Sigma pencil brush, the E30, and the darkest colour in the palette, the purple, and I'm going to smoke that pencil out now. And now I'm going to go back in with my Urban Decay tapered blending brush and the kind of lilac-y shade, and I'm going to buff that out. Don't worry too much about making a mess because we have not done our foundation today. So the reason that I started with my eyes first is because I knew that's where I wanted all the drama to be. So by starting with my eyes, it might mean that I go in a little bit less heavy with my brows or a little bit kind of less overdrawn with my lips or fuller with my eyebrows, so it just keeps all the focus right on my eyes. So I'm just using my big fluffy brush just to diffuse these edges. I'm not too worried though because I've still not gone in with my foundation yet. We're just going to tidy everything up. So I'm going to go straight into the lid now. I'm going to swap palettes and I'm going to go in with my Moon Dust palette, and just to change up the colours I'm actually going to go in with the shade Element, which is like a beautiful orangey, pinky, duochrome glitter. So we're going to use that next, and I'm actually going to use my finger. I love these eyeshadows so much. I think the texture is beautiful, the payoff's great, and even though you might not use it every day, it's so nice to have it just to add a little pop of colour to your eye makeup. Love it. Just going to go in with my little Smith flat brush. Because of my nails, I can't really get right into the inner corner. Who feels me with those nail probes? There. Just for a kind of pop of colour on the lid. To make that a little bit more bold, I'm going to go in with Midnight Cowboy Glitter Liner by Urban Decay as well. And I'm just going to add that on the lid. Oh, I just love it. I think it's so nice. And that just adds a pop of kind of glitter to the grungy look we've created. And just to break it up underneath a little bit, I'm going to put a tiny little bit just under my eye. Almost like a kind of glitter spotlight underneath. Next thing we're going to do is apply some mascara. I'm going to use Perversion by Urban Decay. This is a really great mascara. You can use it with or without the primer that comes with it, but because we're using lashes today, I don't need them to be too thick by themselves. While I'm waiting for my lashes to dry, I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows. I'm not going to do too much to them today, just a little bit of this brow gel. This is Brow Tamer in medium brown. And then just to fill in any kind of sparse areas, I'm going to use the Brow Beater pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. And then I'm just going to use the pencil end just to fill in any kind of gaps. And I like to just make the arch slightly higher. So I'm focusing most of the product just through the end of the brow. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to pop these lashes on. So they are looking super dark, super grungy, just what I was wanting. I always feel with Urban Decay, these looks are so easy to create with the products. They're just really high performance products, I love them. First thing I'm going to do for my skin is hydrate, so I'm going to use my Cloud Cream, which I have been loving underneath my foundation. Next thing we're going to do is prime, so I'm going to use the Brightening and Tightening Complexion Primer Potion. Man, that's hard to say. So I'm just going to get a decent amount of that in the back of my hand. I have used this before. I used it when I was in California with Urban Decay and I totally forgot I had it, but I loved it. My foundation did not come off and it's really fab underneath the All Nighter foundation, which is what we're going to use. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take my All Nighter foundation in the shade 4. This foundation does oxidize, so it looks a little bit light for me to begin with, but as soon as it starts to oxidize, it looks great. So I'm going to apply that with my beauty blender and just get a nice even coverage. This foundation is super high coverage, so you do not need that much. Now, this looks a wee bit yellow on me, but that's fine. See, because I have redness in my skin, I like to use a more yellow based foundation just to make sure that it's all covered up. Now for under eyes, I'm going to use the Light Warm Concealer, the Naked Skin Concealer, and I'm just going to highlight right under my eyes. This has been an old fave of mine for a long time. I used this on clients when I worked as a freelance artist and I just love it. It looks beautiful on pretty much everyone's skin. I think the applicator is super easy to use as well, just love it. And then just using my beauty blender right up underneath the eyes. Not too worried about my eye makeup because I'm going to use a brush just to blend all that. Make sure it's a nice seamless finish. I'm just using my Smith 115 brush just to smooth all that, I'm going to use my B6 spray. I have used this for years. I give my face a good spray with that and then make sure that all that moisture is going right into my skin. I'm going to bronze up with the Beached Bronzer in Bronze, and we're just going to add some depth to the skin. I'm just using my Morphe M104 brush. Just going in the cheeks, under the chin, and there I'm going to put a little touch just on my forehead as well. I'm going to go in with a little smaller brush just to get those contour details a little bit stronger. Now I'm going to add my highlight. I'm going to use the Naked Illuminated Baked Highlighter. To make it a little bit stronger, I'm going to spray my B6 spray on my brush. Pick up that product. So it's a very kind of wet looking highlight, which I really like. And then as usual, I like to just pat those down a little bit. I'm going to pop a little bit of this bronzer just around my nose to create that kind of contoured look. It's not as strong as that, it's a little more wearable, but it just adds a little bit of sun and it kind of breaks up the face a little bit. Now that my foundation's on and my skin's finished, I'm going to go back in with my brow beater and just neaten up these brows a little bit. Just focusing it all on the tail again, and I'm just going to elongate the brow just slightly. And then just to add a little bit more thickness, I'm going to use the brow tamer just through these front hairs again, just make them a little bit darker. Finally, we are onto lips. I'm going to be using the Broken Urban Decay 24/7 Pencil Lip Liner. And then I'm actually going to use a high colour lip gloss. This is the shade Midnight Cowgirl. Lovely. The reason I've used a lip gloss is because obviously it's winter time. Our lips are starting to get a little bit more dry, a little bit more cracked. Lip glosses are much more hydrating and they just feel super comfortable in the lips. And then I'm just going to use my little brow pencil to fill in my freckle. Ta-da! So you guys, that is the finished look. I hope you liked it. I really enjoyed the challenge of doing a full makeup just using one brand. As you guys know, I usually pick between loads of different brands, but it was really fun just to use one. I hope you like the look. This really reminds me of like old school Jamie, the Jamie that worked at Illamasqua, that did super dramatic makeup every day. This, it was a nice throwback for me, but I really love the look. I am so excited about teaching these classes at Girls' Day Out, so I hope to see you guys there. Let me know down below if you're going to be there so I can keep an eye out, and I'll see you in the next video.